Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
You and I both know that you don't really, truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray is a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. All right.
They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! All right, here we go.
A handoff. It's Murray. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Detroit! Leopard!
On 3rd down, Murray. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Play clock winding down. Gabriel, the man in motion. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On second down, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. That was a third and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
On third down, Ryan got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So that'll back him up 5. First and 15 here behind the chains. Shift together here from the D-line. Ryan will throw again. He's going to float this one deep right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! No. Check. Patriot! Hurry up, here we go! Blue, Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green! No. Check. Patriot! Hurry up, here we go! Blue!
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Now Keenum. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Watch him now, Barney! Over! Detroit! Hurry up!
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
All right, here we go. Green! Over! Let's go! Green, 39!
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. Over.
And the wideout in motion. That was second down run for Murray. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Green 39. Green 39.
They go with Murray again. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Flushed out right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Well, partner, let's step to the side for a minute here. Take a peek ahead to this week's divisional round game. You got Tennessee and New England. That's the late game Saturday night. Didn't play this year, but the Patriots have beaten them the last 6 times they have played.
And the focus, of course, will be on the quarterbacks. I mean, Tom Brady's played at what many people think is an MVP level in 2017 during the season. And Marcus Mariota didn't have that type of a year. But the first playoff game, we saw the Marcus Mariota we expected to see. But to me, for Tennessee to win this game, running back Derrick Henry, 30 carries. Needs to be around 125 to 150 yards. If so, Tennessee has a chance to beat New England.
So the ground game's the key.
The ground game's the key because it keeps Brady on the bench and keeps Tennessee in control of the football.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Again, it's Murray. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Rocky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Check. Gun. 3-19. 3-19.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Get out.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, here's Keenum. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he gets it down to the 32. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Here we go.
On third down, that's Murray. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Broken tackle. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 54 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, Keenum. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Lucky 56. Here we go now.
Here's Keenum now on second down. Going deep for Diggs. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Desmond Trufant. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And he motions the wide receiver. After the interception, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw on second down. Ryan, flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back out shot, Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. Check.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's McKinnon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, They moved him and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And Forbath will put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Connects with Sanu right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. First down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emerson Griffin in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Gabriel, the man in motion. Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll make it third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here we go now. Over.
Keenum now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Set. Blue 90. Over. Set. Green 39. Green. Over.
Play action. Now it's Keenum. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here we go. Leopard. Here we go.
On first down, Murray. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. Look at the dance and the juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 85 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. A toss to Murray. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run here. It's Murray. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing is Keenum on third down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Keenum. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he is knocked down from the side at the 28. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Watch it now. Here we go.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied. But in the fourth quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. The play clock's running down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Over. Back to 99 Philly. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. He's going to float this one deep right side. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Ryan wants to throw it. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Here's Ryan. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And spins away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here we go now. Green 39.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, like a 56.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road.
I look up, so many.
Oh my God.
So many. I done made sacrifices. So many sacrifices.
Straight up.